behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell down there. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you there. And go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Palm Mash TV. And you can comment and everything there. You can send us an inbox, even follow us. We would love that. And also you can send us an email, palmmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. If you're a band or a solo artist that wants to be on the show and have an interview with me, we'll show you how to do that. But we'd also love fan mail as well. So if you're simply a fan, send us a note and we'll reply back. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. In just a moment, we're going to have Legacyy, with two Y's, from Sacramento, California. And he's a heck of an artist. And I think you're going to be excited about that one. And we're going to start that right now. Okay, here we are with the interview as promised. And with us from Sacramento, California, we have Legacyy with us today. Thank you for joining us, Legacyy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. Glad to have you here today. Well, tell us your story about how you got started as far as being an artist goes, and when you got started getting, serious about it. Everyone has their own story. We'd love to hear yours.
Actually, mine just started recently, brother. It started back in February of this year, actually. I was always chasing a basketball dream, and me and my wife own businesses here in the Sacramento area. So I was focused on those until I suffered an injury of tearing my Achilles tendon the end of last year. And so this year I gave it a try to give my all in my music and see what happened. And I've got nothing but good feedback. So.
Well, that's interesting because I used to say, did you kind of fall into it? And I don't know if you fell into it or not, but it's good either way, as long as you're an artist, and doing what you do.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're happy with that, and I hope you'll have many years ahead of you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, what were some of the artists you grew up with that helped influence you as well? I mean, were there any artists that really motivated you to become an artist?
Oh, yes, most definitely. Rest in peace to the greatest of all time in my eyes, Michael Jackson, who I feel like touched everybody's heart with his music, and he used his music for the people, which is the same thing I'm trying to do with my music. So, that was one of my biggest inspirations. And then recently it was, the brother Nipsey Hussle with his business savvy mentality and that kind of getting away from the crabs out of the bucket mentality and investing in each other and trying to build each other up. So I definitely, look up to those two, along with brothers like Bob Marley, and the list goes on to the late great legends and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you mentioned legends, I mean, I talk about legends all the time on the show, and I think Michael Jackson is definitely a legend in my opinion because he's been around for so long, even since he was a little kid, and Bob Marley and Nipsey Hussle, obviously. Well, if anybody wants to get your music watching this right now, they may want to go to all the streaming platforms or follow you on all the social media sites. Tell us where we can find your music.
So yes, I'm actually on all platforms. Like I said, my name is Legacyy, but it's with two Y's, not one Y. It's Legacyy with two Y's. And I know on YouTube, for those that can only access YouTube, the best way is to type in my name, Legacyy, two Y's, space topic, and you'll find a lot of my music there. I have a mixtape titled Eula, Evolution Under Law of Attraction. The name Eula is my grandmother's name, who I lost to COVID at the end of 2020. So she was my inspiration for my mixtape and my music also. So yeah, you can find Legacyy with two Y's, mixtape Eula, on all platforms. I appreciate the support.
Okay, well, get out there and get Legacyy's music on all those streaming platforms and follow him on those social media sites. I know he would really appreciate you and love you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this music video right now. Tell us the title of it and if there's a story behind it. We'd love to hear it.
So the song that I have out, it's my single called Say a Prayer. It's my newest single. I believe I submitted in, and I have prior music that I put out like that was all inspirational, but this one right here I felt was something that the world needed after COVID, after everything that we went through and trying to find our way back to humanity. I felt like we all needed a prayer, so that was the reason why I made this single.
Okay, yeah, and it is a great song, and I know y'all will agree with that if you watch it, which is coming up in just a moment or so. But I think that's all the time we have right now, Legacy, and we want to thank you so much for being on the show. Hey, come back anytime if you have something new to plug. Maybe we'll plug it for you.
Most definitely. It was an honor. Thank you so much for having me, brother.
Yeah, no problem, Legacy. And here's Say a Prayer by Legacyy right now.
Keep me in your head, cause I'm leaning on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. Oh, keep me in your thoughts, cause I swear that's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, oh, cause I can fall off at any minute. But first I need a moment of attention. So keep me in your mind, think I'm running out of time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Please, Lord, answer that call. Been trying to get you on the line for so long. Send me down an answer, at least a little sign. Every day I feel like I'm running quickly out of time. And I used all of my lifelines and they ain't been no help to me. Now I'm stuck asking another man for his guidance and his recipe. Now you see me standing and I'm tipping so close to the edge. I keep digging, ain't no sauce found in my head. All the cash in the world, no, it can't provide a solution. Going crazy, so insane, trying to resolve this confusion. Oh, please bust down slide and just drop down the bend and knee and say a prayer, just say a prayer, oh, say a prayer just for me, please. Keep me in your head, cause I'm leaning on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. Oh, keep me in your thoughts, cause I swear that's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, oh, cause I can fall off at any minute. But first I need a moment of attention. So keep me in your mind, think I'm running out of time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer. And anybody up there, tell them that I'm running. Please, please ask him to have a little mercy. Cautious to lose my grip, slip at any second. Night sweats are falling off during any session. He keep blocking but denying me of his attention. Forgive me for my idiotic past imperfections. Anyone up there, tell me where to go. Been trying to climb out of hell since age of 4. Pops couldn't tame me, mama prayed and asked, but the devil never let me go. He kept me in his grasp. Oh, please bust down slide and just drop down the bend and knee and say a prayer, just say a prayer, oh, say a prayer just for me, please. Keep me in your head, cause I'm leaning on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. Oh, keep me in your thoughts, cause I swear that's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, oh, cause I can fall off at any minute. But first I need a moment of attention. So keep me in your mind, think I'm running out of time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. Just say a prayer.